Good afternoon, and welcome to the Michael Markopoulos Show. So, what is this going to be all about? To put it simply, I'm a Catholic teacher. I live down in Florida, and this is basically an opportunity for me to do more teaching. So that's kind of the main reason I'm doing this. So, when I was thinking about what kinds of topics, ideas that I would like to talk about, I thought about the fact that in the modern world we listen to a lot of stuff. We watch a lot of stuff. We pay attention to a lot of stuff. So when it comes to podcasts, there are a lot of podcasts I think out there already that tend to focus a lot on sensationalism. So whether it's the next big scandal coming from a bishop or from the pope or scandal or terrible law coming out of the government, whatever it is, I think we spend too much time as Catholics wasting our time ultimately on politics. So whether it's the politics of the church or the politics of the state, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. So I think that we spend too much time on these things, and as Catholics, I think that we need to start to focus a little bit more, or maybe a lot more even, simply on our faith. So I go to the SSPX, and as a result, I don't have to practically speaking worry so much about what this bishop may do or may not do in the diocese, and so I have a certain security, and so I think especially for people like that who don't have to worry so much about different things in the church as it applies to them in the concrete. I think that especially for us, but not just us for sure, but especially for us, we need to just get back to learning about our faith and contemplating. So it's very easy to get sucked into the obsession with looking at the news, church, world, whatever, looking at news, looking at the headlines, and kind of thinking that our faith revolves around simply the crisis in the church, simply around Vatican II, and I don't think that's healthy. So, without in any way minimizing the fact that we have to stand firm on some very important things, I think that if Vatican II and the crisis in the church are our daily bread, then I think we may need to reevaluate our lives a little bit. Because as Catholics, it's not about getting the best knowledge as possible on these issues. For the average Catholic, it's about learning the faith. It's about studying the faith. It's about, our religion is really, you can say, it's a person. It's our Lord Jesus Christ. And so I think that we need to spend more time trying to get to know this man, this person better. And one of the best ways to do that is simply by Eucharistic adoration. But also, it's about simply studying the faith. So, studying the man, who is God, and studying what he made, his church, and studying the faith that he passed on to the apostles and which has been passed on to us since then. So, I think that's a good, healthy thing to do as a Catholic. And so, what do I want to focus on in this podcast? It's really just focusing on the faith and anything kind of loosely connected with it. So that means the faith, but that also means things like cultural questions. There's a lot of cultural questions we can ask ourselves nowadays. Morality and so on. And so that's what I want to focus on in this podcast. I hope that it's helpful to anyone who wants to watch. Um, and if it's not, then Deus Vult. So that's my intro video. I have a couple of ideas of things to talk about in the near future, and if you're interested to watch those, I invite you to watch them whenever they come out. So God bless you.